Welcome back to the channel. What are we doing today? Well, my least favorite thing to do. Bodywork is my second least favorite thing to do. This is my number one least favorite thing to do. But it's gotta be done. I gotta get the tanks done, especially in here on the 359, because once the exhaust is on, I won't be able to get in there. Hint, hint. Stick around town.
Painted sky in a sunset scene, through the window of a GMC. White lines and lighted signs got me hypnotized. There's nothing like the feel of a road and the smell of the diesel smoke. Another 10 or 20 miles, I'll be pulling in. This thing,
so let's get this show on the road, shall we?
13 years, just laying it down, driving my GMC. Yeah, you know what I mean.
So, it's time to bid farewell to my old Milwaukee grinder. I don't know if you can see it there, probably can't, but the brushes are horrible. I tried to make it work. It worked for a little while longer, and now it's just history. So, I can't complain. I paid 60 bucks for it on eBay like years ago. So, it lasted. So here we go. Harbor Freighter's our friend. They're a top of the line one. And just in case you guys are wondering, you need 15 amps. 7 and 9 inch, 6,500 RPM. That's what you need to do heavy duty polishing. Okay, so we're sanded with 400. The end and around here, so we're going to do that first, and then we'll see about here. That looks a lot nicer. I may not sand that, but definitely have to sand the end. It's a start. And so here's where we're at with the polishing. Not finished. I still have to do the white bar and finish that, and I still gotta sneak in and get in there real quick so I can get that finished. I started on the other side yesterday. You know, this polishing stuff takes time, and it gets you dirty as a coal miner's daughter. All right, that didn't sound good as a coal miner, but anyway, I gotta take these steps off so I can get in there. Just wanted to get a start on it yesterday, but this side's coming out pretty good. Even as shiny as or smooth as those tanks look, I still need to do the 400 sanding first, and then it comes out real nice. So yeah, and then I'll once I get polished up on that, then I'm going to get to the wheels, touch them up. That's all they'll need. And the polishing should be done. And then I've got something special to announce. You like them special announcements, don't you? I do too. Have you guys not heard? The second annual GMC Jamboree is right around the corner. It's going to be Saturday, June 1st, right here in Conneaut, Ohio. And the Days Inn, which is right across the road from where the show is giving a 10% discount. So if you reserve your room, make sure you tell them that's why you're here, and they'll give you the 10% discount. And also, Evergreen Lake Park Campground, which is right down the road, only like a block, is also doing the same thing. They're going to give 10% discount on if you're camping, you're bringing a camper, or I know they rent cabins. So you better make your plans. You better get your reservations in because they're filling up, and it's going to be bigger than last year. Last year was awesome. You guys made it happen. And so everybody's like, oh, you going to do it again? You going to do it again? I'm like, yeah. And what I've decided to do each year is to add something to make the show even better. So this year, we're going to cut the show just a little short at 3:30 instead of 4, was when the show was originally over. But at 3:30, we're going to get everybody fired up, and we're going to take us a little convoy right into town. It's not that far. It won't take that long. Just a mile into town. We're going to go down Main Street and come around Route 20 and down to the lakefront, around, come back, out Route 20 and out 7. It'll probably take us 15 minutes. So I think that's going to be cool because the town's going to get to see all the old trucks, and I'm trying to promote it locally to get the kids out to see it along the parade route, or convoy route, I should say. So listen, I hope you join us because that is going to be so much fun. So I'm excited to bring it to you again. It's not just GMCs. GMC is the, what do you want to call, we're calling out GMCs, and we're giving a prize to whichever GMC that the Boy Scouts pick out. Last year they picked out their favorite GMC, and Truck World gave them a killer tool bag full of all kinds of goodies, and I'm pretty sure they're going to do it again this year. So and their fuel is like 40 cents cheaper than the place across the road, so it's going to be a killer day. And it starts at 10 a.m. goes to 4, 10-4, good buddy. So I hope to see you there. Let's go for a ride to Blue Jay. I got my grandson with me today. Whew, got him close.
You got a pretty big bed back here. Got a pretty big bed back here.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's where the truck drivers sleep, in the sleeper. In this kind of truck, this truck's called a cabover because it's flat in the front. It's not near as long as like Pistol Pete is.
Yeah.
All right, now let's see if she'll start up today. I know it will. Blue Jay always starts.
Oh my gosh, it's so cool.
Yeah. See, it lights up the flag at night. It's all blue in here. See, we got to sit and build up air because brakes on a truck are run by air because it's much more powerful. So it takes a while for the air to build up in the tanks, and then you can go. So that's why you rev it up, to build the air faster.
Yeah, it's really hot.
What do you think there, buddy?
That's amazing.
Think you want to be a trucker? Here we go.
Okay.
Swing over here a little bit. A little more. There you go. And then swing right so you miss those yellow bars. Just go close to them. All right, now go straight. We're going to go right past them. You're a trucker! Look at Grayson! Over here. This is awesome. And then we'll go over there and swing a big circle.
Okay.
Okay. Now swing it all the way around as far as you can turn the wheel. Awesome. Now let her go. Just let go of the wheel. There you go. Now straighten her out. blow the horn. All right. Like that? Oh man, I cannot wait for my car. Oh, hey. You know, you guys can't really call yourself old school drivers unless you're gulping down some of this Hammer Down Coffee Company coffee. I mean, have you tasted this stuff? They've got Full Throttle Light Roast, they've got Full Walker Medium Blend, they've got a Red Eye Espresso, which is like a medium dark, they've got a Reset Blend, decaf, but it's dark, and my personal favorite that I'm waiting for patiently, Deep Reduction Dark Roast. So try Hammer Down Coffee by clicking the link right below, and that'll take you right to the site to order your very own Hammer Down Coffee. Okay, so one of the reasons that the front end of the tanks get scuffed up and everything is because they're still getting kickback from the front. So what we're doing today is I'm going to put some mud flaps held by diamond plate. And I had these real nice rubber mud flaps left over from the 79 kW bill, because I took them off and put on those custom kW ones on the back. So these are going to work perfect for that. So I didn't get long enough bolts. I thought 1 1/4 would be fine, but these I got some space to make up on the other side here with angle iron on the toolbox. Plus these are a whole 1/2 inch, so just wasn't enough. So I had to go back and get 2 inchers. Yeah, those will work. I'll get you in here. I got my holes drilled. Now these bolts get a little ornery trying to go through here, so we'll just let them know who's boss. Man, the hardware has killed me. I tell you what, the price of hardware, the price of anything really, but hardware, jeez, it's ridiculous. All right, am I putting this on right? Yeah, come on. I guess they're showing me who's boss. There we go. Amateur. It's my first day. All right, now I got a little less space to make up here. As you can see, probably down to the floor. See down there? So I'm going to make just this one up with washers. Oh, that worked really good. Helps to see what you're doing too, you know? Oh, that's nice. I didn't put a washer on. Amateur. Now, how do I get to that one? And there you have it. I got to do one more thing. I've got to trim the box where it comes down here, because it comes down to a point. I got to trim that off and put the toolbox back on, and we'll see how she looks. So there's the finished product. Now to the other side. So I thought it's about time. I need to get back to the old painting mode. So I wanted to get the wheels on the suspension we're going to change out. Get them going painted. Cleaned them up last night, did paint today. I'll do the other side. But yeah, we're going to be white. The frame, of course, will be brown. Not frame. Well, the frame on the, on the truck itself, I'm not going to cut the KW frame. We're going to keep the frame intact, keep the legitimacy of the K100, and so then we'll just change out the suspension. So anyway, suspension and frame in there, that'll be brown, but the wheels will be the only white thing on it in the rear. And of course the excuse me, of course the chrome wheel simulators on the front. So I think it's going to look very cool. I got one light over here, one fog light.
connectors together yet, right?
Yeah. I hope that bulb didn't go bad.
That'd be my first guess.
Yeah, because if this is getting power over here, it's jumping off of that one.
Yep.
Now I got one
Just one bumper light?
one chicken light.
There again, the power's going through that one to get to the other one.
Could the plug be backwards?
Huh?
Could the plug be backwards?
No.
Okay, trying to put this together with the little LEDs. We'll have our 3 switches: headlights, markers, under carriage chicken lights, and fog lights. And I don't know what we're going to have here, but having to drill these little holes for these little LEDs, and they want to pull through the holes, so I had to use washers and drill them a little bit, so it's been fun. But just one more to do there. That's all secured down, got the ignition in. Yeah. Alright, let's test these lights. Negative. Positive. Sweet, there's that one. There's that one. And there's that one. Good deal. Except I got to push that one in a little bit more. They tend to pull out. Okay. So now I can put my 3 new switches in, wherever they went to. There they are. Alright. These are 50 amp on-off toggles, and they got a paddle on them. Kind of like what these I did, but these are silver. They'll show up better against the black. Okay, I don't think we'll be using the little on-off deal. Okay, it's in the off position. Not going to use that. I'll tighten that with the vice grips just a little. Two down, one to go. Alright, window up and down, that's going to probably stay. Mirror heat, we don't have heated mirrors anymore. Those will stay. I don't know what we're doing with this. That'll work. Okay, I already placed, oh, over here we replaced, I don't know if I showed you this or not, new water temp, and replaced the air gauge because the original one was faded, and so that one came out of the KW that we got parts off. So that'll go on the left side, this goes on the right side. Not sure what all we're doing here yet, or what these switch, well, this will be fog lights. So I'm going to try and use the old switches here, because I could only order 3 of these on Amazon. There was one vendor had 2, and the other one had 1, so.
The American Truck Historical Society has exhibit space and sponsorships available for its 2024 National Convention and Truck Show in York, Pennsylvania. Don't miss out on getting your brand in front of thousands while supporting the history of trucking. Visit aths.org or email convention@aths.org for more information.
Okay, you saw there with the ATHS that their show is the 6th, 7th, and 8th, I believe, of June, which is the weekend right after my GMC Jamboree. And the following weekend after that would be the National ATCA show, which is Macungie in Macungie, PA. And you guys know about that show. That's huge every year. 800 to 1,100 trucks, seems like, every year. So make your plans for those. But before we get to the other shows and then wrap up with some subscriber rides, I just would like you to give me a few more seconds of your attention, kind of off subject, but something I want to address is that from time to time, several of you have contacted me and continue to contact me and share things with me about troubles that you're going through in your life's situations. And listen, we're all going through things, and when some of us are in the valleys, some of us are on the mountain, and that's just life, up and down, and sometimes life is pretty tough. And what I want to share with you is that early in the video you saw where I got to spend the day with my grandson and just have a great time with him. That was a valley situation for many years, and it is the direct result of prayer that I got to spend time with him. And I just want to encourage you guys. Some of you are in bad situations and you're kind of down, but listen, I want to challenge you to pray and ask God to intervene in your situation and then give it to Him, step back, and see what God does. Okay, to keep things moving here, I'm going to flash on the screen May and June truck shows, the flyers that I have. So if you can't read them fast enough, just freeze the video, read what you got to read, and move along, son. All right, and to wrap things up this episode, we're going to show you some subscriber rides, and I've got two guys that I'm going to feature here. The first one comes from Larry O'Neill, and he spent many years in the trucking industry, and he has shared some pictures here. Let's start out with his brand new 1973 K100 that had a 1693 Cat and a 13-speed with 411s. He says he bought this new at his song Kenworth, right here, Richfield, Ohio, when he got back from the service. That was his first truck. Next truck he had was a 1978 Freightliner. This was a KTA 525. Not many guys had those. 13-speed, 373 rears. And right here would be his friend's Marmon that he ran with. It was a 78, and both of them were leased to Time DC at the time. Also, the last truck that he bought, and this isn't all his trucks, he sent me several other pictures, but the last truck he bought was this 2003 Pete, which I really love. It's unique. Look at the lights on the fenders. I don't know. I've never seen that before. That was a 500 Cat with an 18-speed. 323 rears. So Larry, I appreciate your sending the pics, and like I said, there was other pics he sent me, but those are the main trucks that he drove. So next up will be a shout out. This is a subscriber, a young subscriber, 16 years old. Shout out to you, Brody, in Mantua, Ohio. And he sent me these pictures of his boss's trucks that he gets to drive on the farm. And he learned how to drive truck in the diesel Diamond Rio, and they also have a gas powered Diamond Rio that they use on the farm there. And Brody contacted me. He was wanting to find out about buying an Astro because his grandfather drove an Astro, and so he's anxious to see if he can find one, and obviously in a reasonable category when he's ready. And I referred him a few places to look for those. So that's going to be it for the Scriber Rides this week. That's going to be the episode. Thanks for sticking around town. And listen, until next time, please keep the hammer down. Safe and sound.